Welcome to the American Defense Manufacturing Intro to 3-Gun video series, week number 5. All right, in week number 5, we're going to talk to you about the 3-gun competition rifle. We're going to do it in 2 parts. Part number 1 is going to be about the rifle itself. We're going to give you a little bit of information on the platform we have before us right here. This is the American Defense Manufacturing UIC competition rifle. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. We're going to talk about all the accessories and upgrades that you can do to your AR as well. Now, part number 2 is going to be about the optics. It's going to be about the scope, your red dot sights, and your mounts. So be sure to tune in and watch both parts. Now, some of the other items that you see before us are up for this week's raffle. This week's raffle is going to include a Timney AR impact trigger with 49-degree ambidextrous safety, a Vortex Optics Strike Eagle 1-8, and a JP Rifles silent capture spring for your AR-15. So, let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about your 3-gun competition rifle. First things first, let me introduce you to the American Defense Manufacturing UIC competition rifle. All right, this rifle is fully ambidextrous. So for all you left-handed shooters, the controls are fully ambidextrous. Like I said, you can drop the mag from the left-hand side, not just the right. And right-handed shooters, you can lock the bolt to the rear from the right-hand side, not just the left. Okay? A couple of things that come with this. All right, so it comes with the AR Gold 2-stage trigger. It comes with RCA low mass titanium BCG with adjustable gas key, Surefire comp, Criterion hand light barrel, and Radian Raptor charging, ambidextrous charging handle, and ambidextrous safety. Okay, another nice little feature. The thing just looks super slick. All right, it's got the nice little cutouts and grooves here on the lower receiver that make it stand out from everything else. It comes with the mag pull adjustable buttstock as well. So if you're ever at a match and want to find out a little bit more about it, and I'm there, come and see me. I'll have this with me at every match I go to this year. You can come check it out for yourself, take it for a test run. If you want to shoot the match with it, we'll loan it out to you and let you shoot the match. If your rifle goes down, come and find me. We'll let you finish the match with it. Okay, that's courtesy of the fine folks from American Defense Manufacturing and Vortex Optics. Okay, so not every rifle is going to come out of the box competition ready like the American Defense UIC competition rifle. So what are the parts that are going to help you to shoot faster, flatter, and more accurate? That's what we're here to help you with. Now, we're going to put a lot of information out and just give you a lot of name brands and tell you one thing. All the information that we give you, all the brands, anything that we put forth, we fully encourage you to go to a match, talk to shooters, and ask them to check their gear out. Ask them to look at their triggers. Ask them to check out their comp. Ask them to check out their BCG. Most of them will let you shoot their gun, dry fire, so you can see what you want and what works for you. Don't take us at our word and what we do. Get out there and figure it out for yourself. Okay, the sport of 3-gun is filled with competitors who are all too happy and willing to let you check out their gear and take it for a test run. Now, that being said, what are some of the things that I'm going to switch out on a majority of rifles that I get as soon as I get it? All right, the trigger and the comp are 2 of the very first things that I'm going to switch out. Now, me personally, any firearm that I have, any rifle that I have, if a Timney trigger is available for it, a Timney trigger is going into it. Whether it's the DH3, the Calvin Elite, or one of their other AR-15 triggers, that's what's going into my rifle. Now, that being said, there's a slew of other manufacturers for triggers that are phenomenal triggers. There's nothing wrong with them. It comes to personal preference. Okay, Hyperfire, AR Gold, JP Rifles, CMC, Geisley. There are a ton of triggers available out there. Again, get out there, test them out in your fellow shooters, your friends, your buddies. Test out what they're running and see what works for you. Of course, Timney, Hyperfire, CMC, JP, all of those can be found at StageZeroShooting.com, as can most of the things that we're going to talk about today. All right, now, the next thing I'm going to switch out is the comp. You want something that's going to be either adjustable, that's going to help reduce the recoil, that's going to help mitigate the muzzle rise, and help you to keep the gun flat and on target. So there's a bunch of comps out there that are going to do that, whether it's Armalite, JP, Ultradyne, Surefire, doesn't matter. Again, get out there, run some guns that some of your buddies have, and see what you like the best. Okay? Don't take anybody's word for it. Get out there and get the personal experience. Okay, after that, some of the things that I'm going to personally switch out, I'm going to switch out the BCG and switch out, if it's a fixed gas system, I'm going to switch it out to an adjustable gas system. That helps the gun to shoot a little bit softer, and that low mass BCG is going to help to reduce the felt recoil impulse. Now, another thing that I'm going to switch out in every gun that I have, if I've got an AR platform rifle, whether it's AR-15 or AR-10, I'm switching out the buffer system to the JP rifle's silent captured spring. Okay, I've always said that there's two types of people when it comes to this. There's a type that buy one, put it in a gun, and move it from gun to gun, and then there are those that put it in every gun they have. Now, I put my one in every gun that I have. I believe them that much. It helps reduce the felt recoil. It reduces that spring rattle that you hear when you're shooting with a traditional spring and buffer system. You can switch out the spring in it to different spring rates so that you can help match it up to the ammo that you run, to the adjustable gas system, to BCG, full mass, low mass, titanium, ultralight, whatever the case may be. It can really help dial your gun in to help get the best performance, accuracy out of it. So those are a few of the things that I'm going to upgrade first. Now, some of the other things, I'm going to give an oversized charging handle. Some people want an ambidextrous. Some don't care whether it's ambi. They just want whether they're left-handed or right-handed, that. But an oversized charging handle is going to be key. There are a bunch of brands out there, Radian, Nerd, Leadstar. There's a lot. Too many to list and everything. Okay, stocks. Stocks are another thing that are a big time preference for people. Okay, a lot of people like the Carbine Length, and we'll get something like this Magpul stock here, adjustable in the Carbine Length, just very easy. It's got a nice little cheek weld here so that you can get into the gun, and it's nice and comfortable. All right, some people like to run it short. Some people like Carbine Length or the rifle length to have the adjustable cheek, length to pull and everything, especially if you're a taller person. If you have that adjustable length to pull, comes in very nice. If you're a shorter person, being able to run the Carbine Length stock all the way in or within one or two clicks or whatever is nice for you as well. So it's not a one size fit all kind of thing. So the stock, another thing that some people like to switch out are their handguards. If you're building your rifle, you can do the traditional handguard like this American Defense handguard. Most of them nowadays, you're going to have the option for the M-Lock, which is far and away 95% of them. Some people still offer them in key mod, but virtually nobody runs key mod as far as the attachment system on here. Okay, one of the other things that I like to switch out on my guns are the takedown pins. I like to put in the JP oversized takedown pins. Helps lock up the gun a little bit more, so if you get that flex and everything between your upper and lower, those JP oversized takedown pins can help lock that up. One of the other things I like to upgrade, and I'll show you on another rifle here, is the Phase 5 bolt lever here, right? So most guns aren't like the UIC competition lineup and the American Defense lineup of rifles, which are all fully ambidextrous. Most of them are going to be your standard setup for a right-handed shooter. So I like the Phase 5 bolt release here. It gives the release, the little lever under here, so when I pull it back, I can lock it to the rear here. And if I've gone to bolt lock for some reason and I've changed the mag, I can hit it there to close it instead of having to use my left hand back here. So as I get in, reload, and moving my hand back out, I can hit there to send the bolt home and load around in the chamber. Some people like the stocks like this, just a fixed single length rifle length tube. Let's see. I think that's about it. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll hit one more thing that I like to talk about. MBX base pads. So, base pads for your ARs. A lot of people make them, a lot of different manufacturers. Terran Tactical, I can't even think right now. But the MBX is the system that I like to run. The reason why is that, yes, it adds 5 rounds to your 30-round magazine. It adds 6 rounds to your 40-round magazine. But one of the nice things is that you can get it with this little coupler system here, and this coupler allows you to join your magazines together. All right, so it gives you a total of 90 rounds between 2 magazines, or 70 rounds, 35 and 35. Now that's very popular. They make them to work with the Magpul 30 round mags, 40 round mags, whatever, the P3, I believe it is. And then, you know, another thing that people like to run are the Magpul D60 Max or the Magpul D50 if you're running heavy and shooting 308. So that's a lot of information, a lot of stuff right there at you. We're going to be doing a lot of reviews on a lot of the products as we move forward. So be sure to stay tuned to the Tar Heel 3-Gun YouTube channel as we go through stuff and offer more information, more detailed information for some of these products and more reviews. Be sure to tune in for part 2, and be sure to follow for the optics for scopes, red dot sights, and optics and mounts. And be sure to follow the Facebook Tar Heel 3-Gun page so that you can register for one of the awesome giveaways that we're having for this week. All right, appreciate it. We'll see you in part 2.